Alright, back with another video. It's been a while since I shot one. This is my 60-gallon tank, and I just set it up. Got two red spotted gold Severum, smaller one that's got a lot more spots, and a bigger one, still very nice looking. I got two electric blue Acara in here, and also two Geophagus. They are the Surinamensis. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but they're the ones with the red striped bottom fins and tail, and they are little. They're really playful. They love to swim up and down, up and down, up and down, as you can see them over there on the side. I've done some changes recently. I actually sold most of my Severum. It was a hard decision, but I wanted to bring the large tank they were in upstairs. I painted the trim black on it. Also sanded down the stand and painted it black. And there was some larger fish in this 60-gallon tank, and I moved them over to the 125. There's a Jack Dempsey, a green terror, a large pleco, clown knife, a parrot, a firemouth, Kuku Wednesday, and I now have in there with them a purple rose queen, which technically I think is a little more aggressive than the others. Maybe not. It's not that big yet. It's still juvenile, but hoping they all get along as it matures. Have to see what happens with that. But this is my pretty tank. These are my pretty guys. Pretty guys and girls, I'm not sure. I love the electric blue Acara. They're one of my favorites. As well as the red spotted gold Severums. And those Geophagus. I had a Geophagus very similar to that in my very first tank. I learned a lesson with him because he was stressed. I didn't see the signs of it, and he ended up dying, and I was pretty bummed about that. I really liked that fish, and I took note of that, and you gotta watch for signs of stress in your fish. Thought he was just hanging out in his little corner, had his spot, but wasn't paying close enough attention to the fact that that fish wasn't eating, wasn't swimming around. So it's a bad sign when they just sit in one corner and they don't swim around. I thought he was okay, but he ended up dying, and I learned from that one. But I got two more that are just like he was. Very pretty fish once they start to mature and those fins get long and flowy. Anyways, I planned this tank for a little while. So when I sold the Severum from the downstairs tank, and I cleaned it up, painted the trim, painted the stand, brought it upstairs, and moved my predators from this small 60 into that 125, and they needed the space. And then I got this one set up. I still need to clean the glass a little bit. It's not perfect looking, but I really like this tank. It's really pretty. The plant's kind of knocked over, but I really enjoy this tank. I have to watch these guys swim around, and can't wait to see them as they continue to mature and come to their full colorations and stuff like that. But I've been enjoying this tank a lot. Geophagus, red spotted gold Severum. That guy, he's really spotted. He almost looks dark orange. So many red spots on him. He's gonna be really pretty as he gets bigger. And I love those electric blue Acara too. So with this tank, I'm going with less is more. I only got 6 fish to 60-gallon. None of them should get that huge, I don't believe. So they should be really at home in this tank and have lots of space to swim around. I might possibly add 2 to 3 more fish in the future, but I might just keep it with these 6. I don't want to overstock this tank. I want them all to have a good space and just enjoy swimming around. And let me back up. This tank is in a stand that is now functioning as my television stand. It used to be a rack where there was 2 tanks, one on the bottom, one on the top. And then I set it up. That's my TV stand. And I will put something on TV, then catch myself just sitting there watching the fish swim. But that's okay. I enjoy that very much. So it's functional in multiple ways, this tank stand. I really enjoy it. And then swing around here. show you my predator tank. So I got them both upstairs in the living room now. I'm really liking that. This is my 125. I've got the green terror and the Kuku Wednesday right there. As you can see, that green terror, his tail's a little torn up. He's kind of been fighting with the Jack Dempsey a little bit, and that Jack Dempsey sure got the better of the fights. He really kind of tore up his tail a little bit, and I'm hoping they can get along better. That's been a few weeks since that happened, and they haven't been fighting nearly as much since then. But the green terror, he won't back down. He still wants to be the boss, even though the Jack Dempsey is clearly the tougher fish. And the clown knife also, he's got a little scratch on him. The green terror was going after him. They kind of went back and forth a little bit, but here in the last week or so, seems like they're getting along better. And in that tree stump looking piece of decor behind the Jack Dempsey is my purple rose queen. Very pretty fish. I'm hoping that she will get along with the rest of the fish as she gets bigger. I know she's part red devil, and we'll see what happens here. My local fish store said this is a good mix. They actually advised me maybe to get one or two more large type fish to go in here with these guys, just to kind of break up the aggression even more. And I'm thinking about getting an Oscar. They have a nice one at a store near me. And maybe a convict or something to go with it. An Oscar and a large size convict in a tank. I was thinking about getting both of them, but we'll see what happens. But as you can see, I still need to finish painting the doors, put them on the tank. But I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. This tank had wood grain looking plastic trim. I sanded that, cleaned it really well. Spray painted it black. It came out really nice. And I sanded the wooden stand and painted it black all on the outside, and it came out really nice too. So I'm really happy with the setup now. I got both my tanks upstairs in the living room, so after dinner I can sit back in the easy chair and just enjoy watching both these tanks. It's been great. I do miss all the Severum that I had, but they went to a friend who had a nice big 120 gallon for them. He sent me a video of them in the tank, and they're doing well, so I can go visit them. That purple rose queen, I named her Jimi Hendrix, and it's really cool. I may eventually have to move that little parrot. He seems to be the one that gets chased the most, even though he's pretty aggressive himself. He'll stand his ground a lot of the time. They all seem to be getting along okay. Kuku Wednesday has really colored up, especially recently. He's about 1.5 years old now, and his colors weren't as bright before, but if you look close at him, he's got like a greenish bluish tinge to his hump, his nuchal hump up there. He's got a small hump on his head, and he's also getting some of the bluish greenish tinge in his fins. He's really pretty. Fire mouth there. I've been giving these guys some feeders. I've been enjoying watching them eat the feeders. So just an update on my tanks. Anybody has any suggestions for me about keeping these predators, or suggestions of what they think would look good in the other smaller tank, just feel free to leave a comment. I'll try to reply to the comments. I know other videos have taken me a while to reply to them, but I'm trying to do better with that. I like that clown knife. He's going to be big. I'm hoping he doesn't try to eat that parrot. I'm not the parrot, the fire mouth. I know that clown knife has the potential to get a couple feet long and have quite a big mouth. And he never tries to eat my fire mouth. Fire mouth is named Popeye, by the way. If I get that Oscar I'm looking at, I'm going to name him Bluto. Clown knife is named Krusty. Krusty the clown knife. These fish are a lot happier. You can imagine a few months back them being in the 60-gallon. It was overcrowded. Very overcrowded. So now they seem to have a lot more room to swim. They're happy. And I enjoy watching them swim and just have fun. Kuku Wednesday wants to be the boss of the tank, but he knows that the Jack Dempsey's too tough. He won't really stand up to him. The little parrot, he's getting chased a little bit. He got a little scrape on him too. But his fins are in good shape. I love watching that big pleco swim too. He's the biggest fish I have. I want to estimate he's got to be close to 16 inches. At least 14, I'd say. He's good. Ooh. These guys are fun to watch. Usually have the lights on between about 3 and 9 p.m. So most of the day the tank stays shaded, and seems like they're less aggressive when the lights are off. I don't know. Or maybe I just see less of the aggression. I'll go back one more time. Let's just see the pretty tank again. These geophagus crack me up. They swim up and down, up and down, up and down. They're always together. Two little puppies. Alright. All you aquarists out there, I've been watching all your videos and enjoying. Just wanted to contribute to the community. Everybody have a great day, great weekend. Hope you enjoy the video. Take care. God bless.